The sun rose slowly, casting a golden glow over the forest. Buddha sat beneath a tree, surrounded by disciples. His calm presence filled the air with tranquility. He began speaking, his voice gentle yet profound. Compassion toward oneself is the foundation of all love, Buddha said. It nurtures the heart and strengthens the soul. His disciples listened intently, their hearts eager for wisdom. Ananda spoke, his voice trembling with uncertainty. Master, how can I love myself when I feel consumed by guilt and regret? Ananda asked. Buddha smiled softly, his gaze unwavering. Guilt is a shadow cast by the ego, he replied. It obscures the light of self-compassion. You must forgive yourself, Ananda, as you forgive others, Buddha continued. Through forgiveness, you release the chains of guilt. The disciples nodded, their minds absorbing his words like seeds in fertile soil. Buddha pointed to the ground beneath them. Consider the earth that nourishes all life, he said. It accepts the fallen leaves, turning them into nourishment. He gestured to a nearby stream, its waters glimmering in the sunlight. The stream flows gently, untroubled by obstacles, Buddha said. You must become like the stream, allowing kindness to flow within your heart, he added. Kindness is not weakness. Another disciple, Sudatta, spoke hesitantly. Master, how do we practice kindness toward ourselves without feeling selfish? Sudatta asked. Kindness is the bridge connecting self-love with love for others, Buddha replied. It is the essence of true compassion. His disciples reflected on his teachings, their hearts stirred by his wisdom. Buddha stood and walked among them. Let me show you a simple practice, he said. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. The disciples followed his instructions. Their breaths synchronized with the rhythm of the forest. Buddha's voice guided them gently. Buddha's gaze rested upon Sudeva, filled with compassion and infinite understanding. Reflection is the first step, Buddha replied. The disciples chanted softly, their voices merging with the sounds of nature. Buddha sat once more beneath the tree. He said, practice this every day, and you will cultivate a garden of self-love within your heart. His disciples opened their eyes, their faces radiating a sense of peace. Ananda spoke again, his voice filled with hope. Master, how do we sustain this practice amidst life's challenges? He asked. Buddha smiled and replied, challenges are like storms that pass through the garden. They test the resilience of your compassion. But do not uproot it, Buddha added. You must protect your inner garden as you protect your loved ones, he said. Through patience and perseverance, it will thrive. His disciples felt encouraged, their hearts imbued with renewed purpose. Buddha's words lingered in the air. Sudatta asked, Master, what if we falter in our journey of self-compassion? Buddha responded calmly, every journey includes missteps. They are part of growth. When you falter, return to your breath and the chant of self-love, Buddha instructed. Do not judge yourself for faltering. Instead, see it as an opportunity to begin anew, he said. His disciples absorbed his teachings, their minds expanding with understanding. Buddha looked at them with compassion in his eyes. He said, you are like the lotus flower that blooms despite growing in the mud. Let self-compassion be the light that nurtures your bloom, Buddha added. His disciples felt a deep sense of connection to his words. Buddha spoke once more, his voice a soothing melody in the forest. Self-love and kindness are not fleeting emotions. They are enduring practices that elevate the soul, he said. Make them a part of your daily life. His disciples bowed in gratitude, their hearts filled with reverence and hope. Buddha's teachings had awakened a profound truth within them. As the sun climbed higher, Buddha rose and bid his disciples farewell. He said, go forth and practice self-love with sincerity, for it will illuminate your path. His disciples watched him depart, their souls stirred by the encounter. In the quiet forest, His teachings echoed like a timeless song. I have reflected deeply, yet I remain restless. My thoughts disrupt my peace. Like waves upon an unsettled ocean, their lives blossomed, guided by the enduring light of compassion. Buddha's teachings became a beacon for those seeking self-love and kindness. His words resonated across generations, inspiring countless hearts. The disciples remembered that moment beneath the tree, where wisdom flowed like the river. I strive to meditate, Blessed One, he admitted, his tone tinged with frustration. Yet my thoughts overwhelm me, pulling me away. And so, the legacy of compassion and self-love continued to bloom. The golden glow of the forest lingered, a testament to the transformative power of Buddha's wisdom. The disciples walked onward, their hearts radiant with self-compassion. They understood the profound truth of Buddha's words. To love oneself is to embrace the essence of life itself. To nurture kindness within is to nurture the soul. Right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Disciples listened intently, their expressions reflecting reverence and contemplation, their thoughts immersed in Buddha's teachings. These steps are interconnected, like threads in a sacred tapestry. Buddha continued, guiding seekers toward clarity, compassion, and lasting happiness. Sudeva nodded, his gaze introspective, his thoughts weaving threads of understanding. But, Blessed One, the path feels long and difficult, he admitted. How can I maintain perseverance amidst my struggles? Buddha gestured to a distant mountain, its peak obscured by mist, its presence both awe-inspiring and humbling. The forest whispered its song, harmonizing with the stillness of the moment. Buddha began speaking, his voice carrying profound calm. Compassion is an infinite river that flows within us, Buddha said. It mirrors the serenity we can cultivate through practice. His disciples listened intently, their minds eager to absorb his wisdom. Ananda raised his hand, his eyes reflecting hesitation. Master, how can we remain kind to ourselves when the world offers criticism? Ananda asked. Buddha's gaze softened as he replied, criticism is like a passing storm, Buddha said. It cannot erode the river's eternal flow of compassion. You must protect your inner river with mindfulness, Buddha added. Let the current of kindness carry your heart forward. The disciples nodded, their spirits lifted by his teaching. Buddha pointed toward the sunlight streaming through the branches above. See how light filters through the trees, he said. It finds its way, even through shadows and obstacles. Self-kindness must emulate the light, unwavering in its purpose, Buddha continued. You must practice it daily without hesitation. Sudatta spoke hesitantly, his voice tinged with uncertainty. Master, how can we overcome the weight of guilt that clouds our minds? He asked. Buddha gestured to a nearby stream, its waters sparkling gently. Consider the stream that flows freely. Despite the stones within, Buddha said. Blessed One, Sudeva began, his voice steady yet imbued with gratitude. I have walked the path you revealed, and peace fills my heart even amidst life's inevitable trials. Forgiveness frees the soul. The disciples reflected on his words, their hearts stirred by his wisdom. Buddha offered a gentle smile, his presence reassuring. He picked up a pebble and held it before his disciples. This pebble represents self-criticism, Buddha said. Throw it into the stream and observe. Each disciple followed his instruction, watching ripples spread and fade. Buddha continued. The stream resumes its calm, just as your heart can. Let go of harsh judgment toward yourself, Buddha said. Replace it with gentleness and compassion, for they are life's essence. The disciples felt a profound shift within, their hearts lighter with newfound understanding. Buddha led them to a grove where lotus flowers bloomed. The lotus grows in mud, yet emerges pure and radiant, Buddha said. Your compassion must bloom similarly, unaffected by challenges. Maitri raised his voice, seeking clarity. Master, how do we ensure kindness within does not waver when faced with life's hardships? Maitri asked. Buddha touched a lotus flower delicately, his gesture serene. Kindness is a practice, not a destination, Buddha replied. Strengthen it through daily affirmation and mindfulness. Love yourself as you would a dear friend, Buddha added. Sudeva's gaze softened, his thoughts resonating deeply with Buddha's teachings. His heart filled with gratitude and understanding. Blessed One, I am eternally grateful for your guidance, illuminating my path toward both peace and meaningful purpose. Every journey includes moments of doubt, Buddha said. Use them to reaffirm your practice. Recommit yourself to kindness each day, Buddha continued. It is the thread that weaves resilience into your being. Do not view faltering as failure. It is an opportunity to strengthen your resolve, he said. The disciples meditated on his words, their minds immersed in reflection. Buddha guided them further, his voice resonating through the grove. Focus on the breath, for it is the anchor of your compassion, Buddha instructed. Each breath affirms your worth. Each exhale releases judgment, Buddha added. Repeat this mantra daily to nurture self-love. His disciples followed his guidance, their spirits uplifted by the transformative practice. Buddha spoke once more, his words imbued with timeless wisdom. Self-kindness is not fleeting. It is the core of spiritual growth, Buddha said. Carry it within you like a cherished treasure. True value is not something to be found, Ananda, he said. It is something to be realized within oneself. Your kindness toward yourself becomes a beacon for others. Let your life reflect the teachings of self-love, Buddha added. Through your actions, others will learn and grow. His disciples felt emboldened by his wisdom, their spirits filled with hope. The grove echoed with the sound of their chanting, a hymn to compassion. Buddha's teachings carried the promise of renewal and healing. As the day faded, Buddha guided his disciples back to the banyan tree. He said, remember, compassion begins within, and its light extends to all beings. His disciples bowed in gratitude, their hearts ignited with purpose. Buddha smiled softly, his gaze filled with unwavering faith in their paths. Under the canopy of the tree, the disciples felt a profound awakening. They understood kindness was not an indulgence but a necessity. Mindfulness nurtures clarity, revealing the essence that lies beneath the surface of doubts. Ananda closed his eyes, his thoughts slowly aligning with the Buddha's teachings, his heart seeking the path to understanding. The Buddha gestured toward the disciples, their presence a quiet witness to the unfolding wisdom. Each of you carries roots, deeply embedded within the soil of your being, he said. Recognize them, and you will find your strength. The disciples listened intently, their hearts stirred by the simplicity and depth of the Buddha's words. They embraced the truth that kindness toward oneself nourishes the spirit. The banyan tree stood tall, a witness to the transformative power of Buddha's wisdom. The disciples walked with renewed purpose, their hearts attuned to the rhythm of compassion. Buddha's teachings lit their path. To be kind to oneself is to honor life's infinite potential. To cultivate kindness within is to cultivate peace. Master, he said, his voice respectful, how does one move toward the light when their path seems uncertain? The Buddha rose, his posture graceful as the lotus stem swaying in the breeze. The path, Ananda, is not always clear, but each step is a choice to grow toward the light. Ananda nodded, his thoughts growing steadier as he reflected on the meaning within the Buddha's teachings. The sun climbed higher, casting its warmth over the riverbank, the lotus flowers glowing like scattered jewels. The Buddha's voice softened, his tone carrying the weight of timeless truth. Ananda, your doubts arise not from weakness but from forgetting your inherent nature. Buddha's words became the river's essence. Eternal and transformative. Another day. Another lesson beneath the vast blue sky. As Buddha's disciples gathered near a peaceful grove filled with blossoming flowers, the air carried a faint fragrance. Mingling with the warmth of the sun filtering through the trees, Buddha began his teaching. His voice a steady stream of calm and wisdom. Compassion for oneself is the root of all compassion, Buddha said. Without it, your kindness for others will be incomplete. He gestured toward the grove, where lotus flowers bloomed in resplendent beauty. Observe the lotus, Buddha said. He closed his eyes, his spirit reaching toward the light of realization. Though the path remained uncertain, the lotus flower stood as a beacon, guiding him toward the clarity he sought. It simply exists, holding truths that require no validation. I studied the stone, its texture raw yet peaceful, untouched by the complexities I assigned to existence. You must feed your soul with acts of kindness and patience, Buddha continued. These nourish your inner light. Maitri spoke hesitantly, seeking guidance. Master, what if life's challenges overwhelm our practice of compassion? He asked. Buddha pointed to the sky, where clouds drifted serenely. Challenges are like clouds, Buddha said. They come and go, but the sun remains constant. Your compassion is the sun, Buddha added. His teachings painted vivid scenes within my mind, urging me to see beyond division. How does one coexist in harmony? I asked. Buddha walked among them, his steps slow and deliberate. Let me share a practice to fortify your compassion, Buddha said. Close your eyes and imagine a warm light within your heart, Buddha instructed. This light represents your infinite potential. With each breath, expand this light, Buddha continued. Let it envelop you, dissolving judgment and fear. The disciples followed his guidance. Their breaths synchronized with the rhythm of the forest. Buddha's voice carried them deeper into serenity. Buddha replied, purpose is not found. It is revealed, unveiled like the sun emerging from darkness. His analogy stirred something deep within me. Like forgotten dreams awakening, they are the seed that will grow within you. The disciples opened their eyes, their faces reflecting a profound sense of peace and clarity. Buddha spoke again, his voice filled with encouragement. Do not be harsh on yourself when your compassion falters, Buddha said. It is a practice, not a perfection. Each moment offers a chance to begin anew, Buddha continued. Seize it with sincerity. Sudatta asked. Master, how do we forgive ourselves for past mistakes that still weigh heavy on our hearts? Buddha gazed at Sudatta, his expression tender and understanding. Mistakes are like the fallen leaves of autumn, Buddha said. They enrich the soil. Use your mistakes as lessons, Buddha continued. They can nurture the growth of wisdom and compassion within you. Forgiveness is the water that washes away the residue of guilt, Buddha added. Let it flow freely within you. The disciples absorbed his teachings, their hearts expanding with newfound understanding. Buddha gestured toward the grove once more. See how the trees bear fruit in their time, Buddha said. They do not rush or despair. Your self-compassion will bloom when nurtured with patience and faith, Buddha continued. Trust the process of growth. Ananda asked another question, his voice filled with hope. Master, how do we inspire others to embrace compassion for themselves? Buddha's eyes lit with wisdom as he replied. Be the living example of self-love and kindness, Buddha said. Your actions will inspire others. When your heart radiates compassion, it touches all who cross your path, Buddha added. The disciples felt emboldened by his guidance. Their spirits lifted with purpose. Resistance holds lessons, urging awareness to soften its edges, Buddha said. Even resistance serves existence. As every form unfolds purposefully, it flows without resistance. Your compassion must flow like the stream, unceasing and serene, Buddha added. It will carve a path through obstacles, The disciples meditated near the stream, their minds attuned to its soothing rhythm. Buddha watched them with a serene smile. He said, "In stillness, you will find the strength to nurture your inner light. In patience, you will witness its growth." Buddha continued. The disciples rose, their hearts brimming with gratitude and determination. Buddha spoke once more, his words echoing with timeless truth. "Compassion begins within and extends outward to the world," Buddha said. "It is the bridge that connects all beings. Walk this bridge with grace and resolve," Buddha added. "It will lead you home." The disciples bowed deeply, their hearts resonating with the harmony of Buddha's teachings. They carried his wisdom with them, their lives transformed by the power of compassion. The grove stood as a sacred witness to their awakening. His answer resonated deeply, like the hum of the universe itself. "But what if love falters?" I asked. They embraced the truth that kindness to oneself is the essence of spiritual growth. The forest remained tranquil, a living testament to the enduring power of Buddha's wisdom. His gaze returned to the stream, observing its effortless flow amidst obstacles. "Let love flow like the stream," Buddha said. In the quiet of the grove, the lotus flowers continued to bloom, undeterred by the muddy waters. The disciples understood that self-compassion was not only a practice but also a path to liberation and enlightenment. I bowed deeply, my heart embracing Buddha's wisdom. "Master, your teachings reside within me now," I said. They honored the truth of his words in their daily lives. To nurture kindness within is to nurture the soul's potential for infinite growth. To practice self-love is to embrace life's fullness. Buddha's teachings illuminated their paths, a timeless guide through the journey of existence. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video. Detach from possession, Buddha urged. Freedom nurtures compassion. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.